Ooh, I like that stand-up mirror. Oh, I just wanted to scroll up.
This one?
It's the for Jordan, yeah.
Yeah.
We're recording, just so everybody knows.
Okay. We're looking at IKEA.
Thanks for listening to Thoughtbox Podcast. We're talking about IKEA. Apparently, you got to get a mirror, and we got to get this Google Hangout things right.
If I want to stop dancing in your room.
Yeah, so I've got one of those gigantic vanity mirrors, and Tara does Zumba, and Tara doesn't like to do Zumba in a skinny hallway mirror. Found out Tara likes to do Zumba in my bedroom when I'm at work.
I mean, the room's not being used.
It's definitely not, and it's also being used as a shelf for all my clothes. And I could have, if I would have known somebody was busting a groove thing, maybe I would have picked one or two things out.
Ooh, look at that
Probably
fun mirror.
not.
Yeah, right, this thing?
It's like a splat.
It's like GAC.
Oof.
Yes.
Okay.
Or like the Nickelodeon.
Yep.
You guys are disgusting. Can I show her this video, Tara?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's see it.
I don't know what happened. Cisco sent this to me, and immediately I lost everything. It's called Rapping for Jesus, and I think this has been out for a while.
All right.
Can you see this shit?
Yep.
I'm just gonna let it play.
Remember, move the mouse.
They're hip, they're trying to make a cool video.
Well, I wrote this song for the Christian youth. I want to teach kids the Christian truth. If you want to reach those kids on the street, then you got to do a rap to a hip-hop beat.
Oh my
so I gave
God.
my sermon an urban kick. My rhymes are fly.
Oh, sorry.
It's a
Pause me.
sick. My crew is big and it keeps getting bigger. That's 'cause Jesus Christ is my nigga.
Oh my God. This guy is like, what, 60 years
60,
old?
pushing 70.
In a giant yellow blazer?
With the microphone not plugged in. Yeah, yellow blazer, Adidas.
He's a life changer.
They got the shirt tucked in.
And graphics.
And they're going hard. They say things like, we don't curse. And then just go ahead and say nigger 20 times. Smoke
Somebody's
machine?
smoking. What?
Banyan!
Dog fight. Going out for no reason.
Ooh.
If you leave them downstairs, they just make more noise. There's no winning. So I'm
Yeah,
not going to
no,
force
Is he
you
out of
to do
prison
this.
now?
I can't. He did the gunpoint. I can't make you watch the whole thing.
Dude,
That's the
there's
thing. That exists on the internet.
43 by 93 inch mirror.
Are we still looking
shit.
for
Go
mirrors?
back to IKEA
$100 in
mirrors.
Bastrop.
Is that good?
Yeah,
For your mirror?
for that big of a mirror, that's a huge mirror.
Tara,
Ooh, and it doesn't have a border, so you could totally just like get those little plastic sticky things.
93 inches is what? 8 feet? I'm really bad at math.
I don't know.
8 feet long. Around 8 feet long. 8 times 12 is what?
I'm
8
proud
times
of-
11 is 88. So
I'm proud of you and your mirror.
So it's like 11 feet
Hooray.
by what? That's huge.
No. It's like 8 feet by.
It's like 12 million feet.
by 4 feet.
It doesn't look that big in the
Or
picture.
Oh my
3.5
god, numbers. I love it.
I think you should totally get that. What is it, $100?
Yeah,
It's worth it.
it's so worth it.
Offer him
for
50,
$100.
low ball him, so you'll come get it that day. How are you going to get it home?
Yo, you can use
I
my
can put
car.
that in the-
Dude,
Are
you
you
can use
sure?
my car.
Are
I
you
can
sure,
put that in my car.
you sure of the dimensions?
I don't know. If it's 11 feet, that's
You just
really
said it
low.
was
No, it's not
46
11. I don't know where 11 came from.
It's 930 inches, whatever.
It's 8. I never said 11 once.
Tara's going to show up with a construction
It's
hat
8
and a
feet.
tape ruler.
I could fit 8 feet.
I got it. You know what you're going to see? You're going to see a 6-piece broken mirror. That's what we're going to see at the house.
Oh, that would suck.
Ooh, that would
It's
be
going to
really
be
bad.
tragic.
All right, let me.
That's a lot of bad luck.
I'll bookmark it.
We'll save that for later.
I'm gonna save that one.
Ooh, I
Is
like
that
that
the
one.
With the this around it.
The Arnhaus? Yeah.
Here's the
Yeah,
deal.
it's pretty.
Other people can't see you guys looking at mirrors, so can we please, for the love of God, podcast
Yeah. of
and
course.
stop looking at your
I'm
mirrors?
sorry. I can
It's
look and
horrible.
talk.
You can mirror and talk. You just lost it over a 42-foot mirror.
I got this shit.
That's great, Lauren. We originally started to have you on here because of your show watching /
Oh yeah.
photography skills.
What?
But I know a little bit. I know a small amount. Is there somebody in that picture? God dang it! Now I got go back up. If you post something, I'm sorry, I digress. If you post something on Craigslist
You're gonna put
and
it
it's a
up.
mirror, you can't take
It's
a
just
front
his
on
junk.
picture from it.
Solid mirror and my junk.
He's basically got a dick pic on here. It's a
Very
big old
much.
mirror, and it's just him with his crotch at the center.
And spoons.
Oofed.
Tell me that wasn't intentional.
I can't look at this anymore. I gotta switch off this. Okay.
Yeah.
So, tell me about your photography. How long have you been in photography?
Oh, shit.
A long
Getting into
time. You're an
interview
OG.
time. Like 7 years, I think.
Why'd you-
Maybe longer.
Why'd you get into it?
Okay, you want the real reason?
Well, no, I want a fake reason.
Okay, the real reason I went. So one of my friends' bands was like touring, and they went to Philadelphia from Rhode Island, and it was so much fun. So I followed them along and started taking pictures at the show, and then I think I was probably kind of drunk, and then I decided at that moment that like this is what I wanted to do with my life because it was so much fun. So then I went to school for photography and have been doing it since then.
And if people want to find your pictures, where do we look at?
You look at laurenengley.com.
Yeah.
Ready? I can spell it out like a commercial.
Yeah, do it.
LaurenEngley.com.
And you can see all of her beautiful pictures. You do a good job.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Posting
Thank you.
some things. Like, well, okay, I guess I do all right.
Yeah,
And-
my best pictures I think are from India. That was this year. I went there for like a month with my friend's organization, the Foundation. Nice plug, right?
Perfect plug.
Right?
Professional.
Yeah, so they're like a nonprofit. They sell fair trade products from this women's empowerment group in India.
How'd you meet up with them?
I've been friends with Lena for like 10,
Okay.
12 years, something like that. Yeah.
And you went, when was India?
February.
February.
I'm looking at the India pictures right now.
What was the coolest thing in India? I know it's hard just to spring a big question like that, but I
I
think
love
there's
the picture of the old woman.
tons to take
Yeah, me
pictures
too.
of
My
if you're
favorite
gonna
picture.
Go to a place.
It's amazing. It's
Yeah.
a really great photo.
So that lady was at, we went to this like separate school, and it was something that taught women how to read and write. So it was like for adult women, and it was basically just like a one room in like a really dinky looking house, and this woman was either a maid or one of the teachers. We didn't actually talk, but
Banya, can you quit making that sound?
these kids, oh shit,
Please.
these kids are from Holi, so it's
They're
like,
adorable.
right, it's a celebration where they just throw colors
yeah,
on each other.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it a yearly thing?
Yeah, oh, sorry. Most of their
Yeah,
festivals,
the
actually,
color,
they do
the
it.
color run is based off of that festival. It originated there.
Why does it? What's the real reason?
It's a
Do you know?
celebration of spring, so they use these paint colors and like they basically take it and they like chuck it at your face. So there's some pictures if you go into the India category where they're like putting them on one of the other girls that we came with. Her name's Becca, and maybe they're Anyway,
think
so they're like throwing them at her. It's really funny.
They're
And
all
they-
covered in paint.
So some of them are, or yeah, there you go. The kids just kind of smack you in the face with it. And that's Tulia, the baby. Very
Yeah.
unhappy about it. Because everyone's playing the drums too at the same time, so it's like 1,000 drums going
Oh,
on.
a giant drum circle.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah. And everybody's just dancing like crazy. I have a couple of videos that are
Small
pretty
drum
funny.
circles are okay. When the drums get, was it a little too much?
Yeah.
with
Oh
the
my
drums?
god, it was.
Yeah, you get too many drums together. You no longer have a good time.
Plus, we're at a school, so it's all these children like freaking out. And then one kid brought in oil, so he was smearing oil on people, and so Becca ended up accidentally with total blackface. So bad.
Oh my
It
god.
was so bad. I have a picture of her that I did not post, but
Do they? I mean, you know it's blackface, but does everybody else know it's blackface? Is that caught
I don't
on?
really know. I don't really know.
I don't know if I can keep that aside. I'd be like, blackface. People stare at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, oh shit. That's true.
I'm just going to throw you pictures.
Go for it.
These pictures are absolutely gorgeous. How long did you spend in India?
Just a month.
Where you go? Where else have you been? Italy.
Italy, Mexico.
Mexico.
When were you in
Paris.
Italy?
2
Is
years
that even
ago?
is that even how they say it?
Italy. Actually, how do they say it? Italia.
Italian.
Italia.
Italia.
0% Italian culture, and with this cat right here,
None of that
50%
Montana.
over here.
Montana doesn't have nothing about Italy. Eiffel what? Eiffel guns. No, we don't. That's not accurate at all. I don't know why any of that happened.
Dude, Italy is so beautiful. Like,
It's mostly water.
oh my god.
Water everywhere,
I
right?
bet.
There's a ton
Not
of water.
really.
I thought
I
there
mean,
was
it's
a
a
ton of water.
peninsula, so it's
Yeah.
like 3 sides, but it's so much more beautiful than I thought it would be. I don't know what I was expecting, but ugh, yeah.
You expected it just to be
Right.
okay. They only have a ton of history.
I went with my 80-year-old grandfather, right? So it was an
What
exhausting
did he
Really?
want?
trip.
What did he want to go
That's
see?
awesome.
He's just we
Did he
were
have
visiting
quite-
family.
Did he have
so
a big agenda?
No.
No.
No, actually, I'm such an idiot
not an
because
80-year-old with
I
a mission.
like listened to him when he was like, "Oh, we'll just go there and we'll get hotels, no problem." So we get there and we get off and we have no hotels booked. We're just like standing around with all of our luggage. It was so awful because he was walking around. He's fucking 80. He's walking around to all of these different hotels and asking them for a room. But I didn't realize what he was saying is like, I need a place to sleep, right? So he's walking in all shirt
This about me
stained.
picture doesn't even look like you.
I know, I fucking hate that picture. I'm telling you, I need new profile pictures.
Yeah, we gotta take some more pictures.
So anyway, he's
Does
walking
not
in.
look
He's
like
got
it.
his shirt stained and everything, and he's going up to these people, like essentially sounding homeless because he's like, "I need a place to sleep right now."
He's got all his belongings
It
in
was
his hands.
yeah, it was so bad, and I thought that his Italian was like on point, and it's not.
Turns out not so much.
After like 50 years of or whatever 30 years of living here, it's just not good anymore. So
How long did
it
it
was
take you to find a
exhausting.
place?
well, so he went out around first for about 2 hours on foot, and then I went, and the second place I walked into, we got a room. So I think it was like a presentation thing more so.
Probably.
Yeah,
They
because I was
don't-
speaking English too, but
They're probably like, "Oh, you're lost. You apparently without a place to stay. Let me help you not die over here."
the first night I went there, it was fashion night out in Florence. It was so fucking cool. It was like all the crazy expensive
Oh, was
fashion
it-
retailers open up
Yeah.
and they give you free stuff,
Oh, no shit.
like sandals and wine.
Hell yeah.
Just sandals and wine. You just
That's all I got.
Sandals and
Okay, I
wine,
didn't get
that's
the
it.
sandals. I got like a balloon or something. But
ooh, the balloon,
yeah,
the Italy balloon.
Sandals.
Where was your favorite place in Italy?
you can hear every tongue click.
You can hear all
Everything
of
that
it.
happens, yep.
Probably
It's good when you
Capri.
get somebody eating. It's like
Yeah, that's gross.
perfect.
Yeah, Capri is this island. It's fucking beautiful. It's like Jurassic Park and Hawaii combined together.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So there's velociraptors and
That sounds awesome.
the guy from Guardians of the Galaxy, Pratt.
Chris
Chris
Pratt.
Pratt.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, they have this lagoon. Like it's not a lagoon, but it's like a cave that you go in, and you have to go in a tiny little boat and like lay down as you're going through it, and then inside the water's just glowing blue. It's fucking awesome.
Does that? It opens up into like a big thing,
It's not that big. It's probably the size of like this space here.
like a cavern.
Yeah. So fucking cool. And some guy was like singing Italian songs as we went around in our little canoe thing.
That sounds pretty sweet.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
It's a major tourist attraction. You should totally do it.
When
So-
Also, like really famous people, like the people who own Johnson and Johnson, have like really, really crazy mansions on that island.
Really?
probably some elegant. Hey, can we stop with the dog fight?
There's a dog situation.
This is gonna be this podcast is brought to you by every dog fight on the planet.
That's
Hashtag
ever
Mike
occurred.
Vitt.
Because it happens in our house constantly.
Yeah, and the problem with the dogs is hey, Vanya, enough.
Shush!
We've been gone for a while. You're gonna try to come over here, and that's not gonna work. If you leave them downstairs, they're just gonna whine
just makes
and
it
be
way
an
worse.
issue. It makes it way worse. So you just gotta bring them upstairs and hope they fall asleep. And yeah, so we're all into this.
So buddy.
When you have a Great Dane, they're just like, "Oh, I'm gonna be at your face now," and you're like,
That's
"Oh."
true.
They do it. When were you in Mexico? Was it recently? Because
Mexico.
they got some rain.
Yeah, dude. I actually haven't heard anything about it except that they were going to get the rain.
We
Did they
looked it
get
up.
it?
We looked it up today. So it got downgraded to a tropical storm.
All right, cool.
And the rest of everybody, apparently, when it's
Oh,
not
that
the
whole
worst hurricane in the world, nobody pays attention to it anymore.
Yep.
They're probably getting really, really, really bad storms and getting a lot of, problems. Like no deaths or fatalities yet that I saw reported.
Yeah, no one's
but
dead in Mexico.
it's still storming a lot, and everybody in
I know
America's like,
that.
next. What's the next social media thing?
Well,
we
no
can-"
one's dead, so why pay attention? But there's still like flooding. I'm pretty sure. Like that's a thing.
Well, we had the roads were getting nasty the other day. We braved the storms the other day and went
Yeah, we
all
did.
out.
We went
Wait,
to,
when we went to
yeah,
the garage
we
sale?
went to a garage sale.
The most expensive garage sale on the planet.
Yeah,
This
Oh my
garage
god, I
sale.
know.
I know. I'm just so cheap.
Vanya, can you
My dog
Vanya
is insane.
something?
Hold on.
We got to do something. Your dog is
Vanya!
going absolutely apeshit.
Storm, stop. And Storm, knock it off.
Can you stop being dogs for a
Get over
second
here.
and realize that we have our priorities
Lay down.
and trying to make something
Just
halfway?
sit and like kind of be normal for like a half a fucking second.
Half a second would be nice.
That's all I'm asking.
Vanya on stroke, Vanya on wobble.
Who's a wobble wobble?
Who's the
Shake
wobble?
it, shake it.
Vanya
Vanya!
got a little funky the other day for about an hour.
She was
2 hours?
I didn't trust
It
it.
was intermittent. It made me nervous. She couldn't even stand if she's got 4 legs,
Oh what?
but she's a million.
Sorry, I'm still looking at mirrors, man. I found an 86-inch unframed mirror for $30.
What? Oh my god, get that one,
Right?
dude. Fuck the extra foot. It doesn't matter.
Saying
Or like 6 inches.
that's the place to go. I'm doing that.
Oh, wait, what?
Your mirrors are terrible.
shit. I'm gonna do that shit. All right, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I'm shopping.
I'm trying to read about the tropical storm or the hurricane.
What are they saying about it?
Patricia?
It said government's handling of Hurricane Patricia is a rare bit of good news for Mexico. But it doesn't actually say what he did yet.
Looking at your
We did
portrait section,
something.
just
Yeah.
side note, do you see those eyes? You took the picture.
Can you see me in it?
That's insane. You can see yourself in that?
I don't know. Can you? That was a question, actually.
She wasn't making a statement.
I think so.
You probably could if you like zoomed right on into it. See me bending down.
Do you do a lot of people or mostly places? It looks like
Do you
mostly
do a
places.
lot of people?
It's mostly
Hey,
people,
Lauren?
actually.
Oh, you do a lot of people?
Do you do a lot of people?
It's
Oh,
mostly
you didn't
people.
tell me I was about to see a nipple. Oh, there's a whole slew of them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, a lot of nipples. So anyway, so that was the photographer that I worked with that was potentially going to get into porn, but didn't end up doing it.
Oh,
Yeah.
just kept.
So I
with
met
the
a lot of
photography.
models through him and did some work there.
Is it difficult to work with these models?
Oh my god, no, it's so easy. They know how to pose. Like you just take
You
pictures
just take
of
pictures.
them.
It's super.
They like move on their own. It's so freaking easy. With people who don't get their picture taken, you have to be like, move your chin to the left.
I'm like, oh yeah, and you're supposed
Yeah.
to smile.
Put that arm, like lift your shoulder back, stuff like that. So
I don't
these
think-
girls just look hot like every second of the day, so it doesn't really matter.
They can basically just move their face however they want. It comes out nice.
Yeah.
That's pretty much me. I mean,
But that girl, the girl with the nipples who's like sitting next to that record player,
yeah.
I was probably
I mean,
the
I vaguely
second,
remember what it looks
whatever.
like. I mean, I think I
Keep
went over
scrolling.
it.
Anyway, so she was like, I was like the second person to photograph her in the area of Providence, and now she's doing like awesome things. So
Oh, that's awesome.
yeah, that's pretty cool.
She's not posing for Playboy.
She's posing. I don't know. The last picture I saw of her, she was in like a nun's outfit for Halloween with like tape on her nipples.
You know, your
It's pretty
typical
creepy.
nun.
It's pretty creepy.
Stereotypical nun.
I think
Sweet.
her
Did you-
caption was like, "Sorry, mom." It's really funny.
Oh,
Oh, that's
boo.
perfect.
You heard about Playboy's not doing nipples anymore.
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
they're not doing nudity.
They're taking nudity away.
Yeah.
It's their, and somebody was saying
Why?
they might have needed it.
Right.
They might have needed the publicity because this probably generated a lot of revenue and publicity for them right now, and they've been
Oh.
stagnant. And that's a good way to like get one last hurrah out of
Gotcha.
it.
They should say
But
that they're
they're-
gonna stop
Closed.
photoshopping models. I feel like that would be like. Then they would be able
We're
to
gonna
keep
show you what
the
they really
difference.
look like. Don't
Yeah.
you, don't
They're
you
gonna.
dare!
They're just gonna stop nudity altogether.
I gotta keep my unrealistic idea of what my female needs to look like in these magazines. So
They must be closing, right?
something's got to be going on, or maybe he's just trying to get an extra $1 bajillion before he kicks the bucket. He's getting up there in age, right? How old's old Hugh?
80s.
Do you want to
He has
guess?
to be in his 80s. I'm gonna guess 84.
What do you guess, Lauren?
87.
87. Let's see here. Oh shit! Oh, he's 89. 89
Damn.
actually.
Is he really?
Yeah. So maybe he's trying to get everybody a nice little. No, he probably. I don't know. I really don't know why. I don't know why they're doing this.
Dude, in this article it says you could argue that nudity is a distraction for us and actually shrinks our audience rather than expands it. That's what.
But when you're a magazine based on boobs,
You only have half of the population. Like, just keep them.
the whole inside joke with this is, yeah, I read Playboy for the articles, and now you actually have to read it for the articles.
Dude, he's 90?
I know what 0 Playboy articles look like. I've only seen like 3, to be honest. Playboys.
Actually, I think that's what they're trying to do. It says if
out.
they're talking about how, like, why would you read GQ or Details or whatever, or why would you read Playboy when you could read those magazines for articles? That's literally what this says. Because naked ladies, that's why.
Because boobs,
Yeah.
and I may appear like I'm advanced, but it really comes down if you got
I just can't
boobs
believe
and a
how
butt
good
and
he
you're
looks
smiling.
at
And
90.
part of me is like, oh, hi.
But what
Dirt.
the question is, though, is how many times have you bought a Playboy?
0 times.
Yeah, so maybe that's the
0
problem.
times.
There you go.
I can't imagine that they were ever... How are they making much money past like the 90s?
How is any magazine making any money?
I've got a weird Playboy story. Well, you have to go online now. If you're not an online magazine as well and stuff, you're probably hurting.
Right?
Yeah, but then what's the waste of like printing all of them that paper?
I don't get it. I don't know. So
Some
you
people
have something
still
in
buy them.
doctors' offices.
I know I did up to a point, and then I stopped buying magazines, you know? Now I just follow them on Instagram.
Yeah, me too.
I had this buddy. My only interaction with Playboy was with my buddy named Kevin way back in the day, and we used to have 2. We had like 2 or 3, and he'd hide them up in his ceiling. We had that drop board ceiling.
Yeah.
And his room was in
Oh
the
my
basement. And we hid him up in there, and we ended up growing apart, going to college, and all this. His mom lived there. Mom eventually moved. I came back. I'm working for Stage Line Pizza Delivery. Woo, woo, free delivery pizza, people. Delicious. It's okay. And I delivered to this house, and these kids answered, and I was like, hey, my friend used to live here. We spent a lot of time here. And they're like, oh, that's cool. And I was like, hey, by the way, did you guys ever look in the closet in the ceiling? That I just said it just like that. And they're like, what are you talking about? I'm like, well, me and my buddy Kevin, we hid some stuff up there. Do you think it's still there? And they go, oh, let's take a look. So we go into the house, and it's weird because I spent so much time in Kevin's house.
How
as a
many
kid.
years
How
afterwards
long?
is this?
Yeah, I was just gonna
We
say.
did this in middle school, and this is back in college now. I
shit,
came
that's a
back
long
from
time.
college. Yeah, it's been a while. We grew up a little bit. I'm walking down these stairs, and it looks so. It's the same, and it kind of feels the same, but it's way different. And we get to the room, and we lift up the tiles, and I pull out a whole thing full of Playboy. It was Playboy and a couple other dirty magazines that he had there. And we're like, oh my God. And I'm like, wow, what were the odds of this? Kevin moved out and left, and his mom moved out and didn't know anything about him and
Yeah.
just left. Those treasures could have
funny
sat
is
there
that?
for
Yeah.
forever. But I got to see him one last time. And then they gave me like a $2 tip. They didn't even tip me that good.
Oh,
if,
fucking
you get,
asshole.
if you get ancient Playboys out of that, you
guys had
better
a fucking
drop me a
life
$10 tip.
experience
I know,
together,
huh?
and
Yeah.
they give you $2 tip.
If the pizza guy showed up at my house and was like, guess what? I show you where porn is in your house. You don't even know about it. I'd be like, how big you want this check?
Seriously,
You can have half my bank account.
That's amazing.
And but I purchased zero Playboys. Sorry, Hugh. And guess
Yeah,
what? Now I'm
I
not going
saw
to.
them.
Now I don't even get a titty out of it.
I saw them when I was younger, but like,
Titties?
well, yeah, those too. But like the magazines. But I don't know how. Like guy friends,
Never
I
know where you
guess.
get them from. They're just like creepy uncles always get them
Yeah.
for people that have
Guy
them.
friends
Someone
I
just
have.
like
I
has
just
an
know that
old
I'd
copy.
seen them.
Yeah.
How many do you think are still stuck between mattresses somewhere? Some kid hit them and didn't come back for him.
I mean, with the internet, why bother, right? You could just close the screen.
There's no, and you can turn as many pages as you want. You can browse the internet at a bajillion,
What's tomorrow?
speed bajillion. Tomorrow's Tuesday.
What's the date?
27th.
I have an event.
Ooh, what are you doing?
Something exciting.
Dude, that
Just an
event that you sent out, it was like something about rebranding or like talking about.
Oh, yeah, I
dude,
put it on
so
Facebook.
going to that.
I think that's next week.
It's the 4th. What?
Is it on the list of events that you read to me earlier? We're gonna try to get to. Is that on the Wednesday? If it's not on a Wednesday, I probably can't.
The newest
do
work
it.
of Justine Beach looks at the haunted places in our city and in ourselves. Ooh.
Is it actual haunted places?
Tomorrow's the full moon. Tarot readings,
Hey,
witchy
speaking
women.
so, what are you doing
walks
for
in the
Halloween? Did we
cemetery.
already go over any of this? You said you're coming with us.
Yeah, you guys are like handing out candy with the dogs.
Woo! Yep.
And then question mark.
Probably going downtown. Tara's got a friend in town.
Oh, I have to dress up for this
Oh,
fucking
Martin,
thing.
right?
Martin.
Actually, I was just looking at punny costumes online that are like for the lazy person. So somebody stapled 2 bags of chips to their arms and it was like a chip on her shoulder. I'm gonna try and do one of those. It's like fucking,
You're gonna have to try slightly harder than that.
I don't know.
Chip on the shoulder.
So
Banyan's
I'm
got
going
a
to this
bacon
thing tomorrow.
costume.
Now it's $10 if you want to go.
What's the thing?
It's
I'm gonna look at you.
join us in October. The 27th is the full moon, so you should celebrate that too. Tarot readings, witchy women, walks in
Nope.
the cemetery. Celebrate your inner ghosts. Let your spirit flag fly. Oh
Why
God, I'm
will you
gonna
quit
go there.
giving money? Will you quit giving money to these people?
What?
Okay.
No, I'm not. No.
So
I
it's
did
$10.
early bird. No, I did early bird and it was free. I'm saying now.
Well,
it's
if it's
10.
free, you better get your tarot reading right now.
They're gonna
You're gonna
discuss
touch your
the
hand?
artists and their work.
Their con work.
It's for like
No, it's probably a great time.
Spicewood Vineyards is providing libations.
Ooh, for free?
I guess, yeah.
I might pass. You know what?
And it's
had
a
thing.
fancy event, dressed to impress. Now I don't
fuck.
want to go.
How do you impress somebody who's gonna tell your future?
How do you do that?
You know what? Do you do it like they did from Back to
Ooh,
the
cars.
Future?
However,
Hey,
This-
Tara, did you see Back to the Future, by the way?
Yes.
Okay, just gotta ask. Tara hasn't seen Star Wars.
Any of them?
no.
Star
Okay,
hasn't.
there's this really funny guy. Have you seen it? Who
She
like
didn't even care. Sorry.
No, it's about Star Wars.
Oh.
There's this really funny guy who talks about the first Star Wars movie. I think he does the first and the second, like the new ones, and he just tears it to shit the whole time. So it's like the actual movie that you're watching and him just talking about how none of it makes sense and like the character development makes absolutely no sense. It's so fucking funny. So you should watch it. I'll find out what the fuck that is.
I'll give you a
Do you want
potential
to go
link.
to Austin Girl Geek dinner Wednesday night
Yep.
at
Can I see
6? It's 6 to 9. Yeah, here.
I feel like this question's not
Is it
intended
like
for you,
a-
but I'm still gonna force myself in to say yep.
Girl geek.
It's like,
What's up, ladies?
Are we talking about geeky things or?
yeah, like like you're a geek about photography and like TV shows.
Dude,
like,
tell
just
me about
overall
these TV
geeky
shows.
things.
While
Oh
Tara's
my
on
god,
there.
I made a list of all the TV shows that
Please
I
do
watched
it.
before I came here. 'Cause
Oh my god.
Tara's browsing her daily life, and
Well, I'm
gotta get to
I'm
this.
inviting her to.
holy, this
Things.
is a list. You handed me a list that's gotta have at least
Oh my god.
100
There's so
shows
many
on it.
shows.
What do
Some
you-
of them, okay, so the ones with dashes next to them, there's like 12 of them that I've seen almost all of.
What are you watching?
Maybe-
What are you watching right now?
On the other side, I wrote that down too because I'm so bad with memory. So I've watched a lot of shows like many, many times, like Friends, The Office, Parks and Rec, 30 Rock,
Broad City.
Broad
Yeah,
City, motherfucker.
yeah.
Broad
that
City
show.
is-
So those are
That's,
my
like,
like
my favorite.
top
Amazing.
new shows, like iZombie, Broad City. Those are so fucking good.
How do you feel about Last Man on the Earth or Last Man on Earth?
Okay, I like it, but it's slow, and you gotta just
Oh,
kind
I
of like
gave
ease
up.
your way with
Yeah.
it.
I
did
totally
too.
gave
I
up.
gave
I
up.
made
I know,
like 5
it's 'cause-
episodes and
He's like a really unlikable character.
well, he shaved his beard and he looked goofy.
He did. I felt the same way. Oh my god.
Yep.
But it
a
actually
goofy-looking
continues, and Kristen Shaw, the
Yeah,
girl that's on it,
I love her.
It keeps being good. There's
It's a
more people
great
come
plot.
in. Like,
It's a
So that's
great
good.
plot for sure. You know, did you ever watch Revolution?
no.
Oh, I was so into Revolution, and then they didn't do any more episodes, and then I just cried and was like, "This is why I don't watch TV shows. I don't watch TV shows and make it a point until they have like every season and the finale on Netflix, and then I'll get into it because I'll get emotionally attached to these stupid TV shows. And when they don't have another season, I'm like, but
Don't watch Game of Thrones then.
listen, I don't need to. I
Oh,
don't
dude,
have
they're
enough
gonna have more
time in
seasons
my
of
day
that,
to
though.
watch Game of
Oh, I
Thrones.
know. But like if you get attached to characters or if you like
I see the way
That's
that
why it's
treats
good,
people,
because-
and I don't
oh
know
my
if I
God.
can do that. I
No,
don't know if I
it's
can.
so good. Oh my god, watch Game of
So's
Thrones.
heroin. Look at you.
yeah,
You just
No,
gotta be
it's
like,
not.
it's okay,
Game
do
of
it,
Thrones
you're
is so
fine.
fucking amazing.
You got a week of your life straight.
It's
You
so
can give
addicting.
up staring at the
It's so
screen.
addicting.
Yeah.
So is
I
Sherlock.
mean, look at how many weeks of life I've got there.
Do you watch Sherlock on BBC?
You know what? I've watched a couple episodes, but I didn't continue with it. But not for any reason.
Yeah, it's so
Yeah.
good. It's so good. And they just announced. I didn't even read it, but they just announced when it's coming back, or when they're going to be filming again. That same day that the How to Build an Inspired Business event is going on, that's at 6 p.m. Earlier in the day, there's How to Craft a Purpose-Driven Brand That Deeply Connects.
Damn, is that the same place?
No, it's at different places, but
Let's
we
go.
could go to the one at 11:30 and the one at 6.
I'm screen sharing with you, and I don't see it.
Here, no, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna send you the Eventbrite pictures
Alright,
so
cool.
that you can. Pictures. The Eventbrite pages so that you can RSVP.
Okay, I RSVP to the other one already.
Okay, then I need to give you this one.
Hey, I see a couple of zombie movies on here. How do you? First off, how do you feel about The Walking Dead in general? Is that
Okay,
like
so
your
I am
creme
not
de la
current
creme?
with this season. I was in India when the last season was ending, and I stopped watching for that time.
Just
because-
postponed.
Well, we tried to watch it there. We were really excited, me and Becca, who stayed there. And then it got really weird, and the screen like went all funky, and we thought something was happening in the show that was like trippy, but it ended up just being like a really bad connection.
Turns out we just can't watch it.
Anyway, I think the show was really good when last I saw it, which is like with Carol, and like they had just gotten escaped from that place where those people were like chopping heads off.
Yeah, that's where I left off, and
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't keep up on this season. I tried
Shit
to
was
watch it a
fucked
little bit.
up.
I tried to watch it on
Which show is
the Plex thing, but I couldn't. It didn't have
Walking
long
Dead,
enough
Walking
episodes back. And I think
People on
Netflix just
Couch
related
Tuners
to
got it.
somehow. I don't know. I need to get my. I really do like it. It's
Me
a good
too.
show.
It gives me so
But
much anxiety. I just like stand up while I'm watching it, and I'm
It
like,
is
oh
kind
my
of
god.
It's a lot of the same stuff over and over again.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
just
there's
like-
zombies.
And
That's really
fast zombies, I'm so much more scared of fast zombies than I am these stupid slow zombies.
Yeah.
You get me a fast zombie, I start having anxiety attacks in front of the TV.
Yeah.
Because I can
The
fight the, slow
beauty of
zombie
a zombie
fight.
is that they're slow.
Yeah, I got a chance. It's not. I mean, I like to think I'm all athletic, but if this zombie can run at me full speed, I'm probably gonna get beat up.
Those are terrifying. Like in I Am Legend, those like weird
Oh.
zombies, dude.
And you're trying not to agitate one, and they're freaking out. They're like a dog
No
with
way.
rabies.
Yeah.
And you're like, ooh.
Those were really scary.
Plus that dog scene. Oh,
That was so
they
awful.
They almost went too deep.
Dude,
They almost went too deep.
that movie was so good.
You know what I didn't like, and I noticed. I'm not a big dude on like, oh my god, the CGI is amazing in this. But when they had those cats, I think they had some lions that got into the town or something. They looked so fake. Like the whole scene looked just
Wait, in I Am
terribly
Legend?
fake. Yeah.
Oh, I don't
They had
remember
like a
it.
wildlife scene where I was just like, this looks like it's on like Microsoft Paint. Doesn't make any sense.
It's just like photoshopped like a cartoon into it.
Did you watch any of the? Isn't there a new Walking Dead thing?
It's something else.
Something of the,
It's
or
like
that's another.
Fear the Walking Dead, I think is what
Yes.
it's called. Yeah.
Oh, it's a different version of the same catastrophe, right? The same zombie apocalypse from somewhere
I think
else.
it's
I remember
following.
hearing.
It may be following different people or something.
Yeah.
In the same event,
Yeah.
or it shows like what happened while he was asleep or something.
I don't really know. Archer. Oh my god.
Yeah,
You
Archer's
You like
so
Archer?
good.
Do you like Bob's Burgers too?
So good.
Yeah.
Oh man.
All about Bob's Burgers.
We watched some of the live readings of those, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
A live reading of Bob's Burgers is
It's
fun,
funny.
if not funnier than the actual
Than the
cartoon.
actual show.
John Benjamin
Yeah.
is so hilarious.
He's hilarious. Can you just take a look what this dog's doing with its face right now?
God.
So the dog's it can't look out the
Oh
curtain,
my
so he's
God.
letting it jab the giant, like the white curtains, in the side of his head as he just holds it to the
These dogs
side
are
and
losing their
stares up.
shit. They keep
They
looking
gotta
out
go
the
outside.
window.
It's been rainy. The weather's been so horrible here.
But it was so nice today.
It's amazing.
It was what, like 68? Oh my god.
It was beautiful.
We were at the
outside.
F1 track yesterday, and if I had a jacket on, and I was still pretty chilly the whole time. It got pretty cold fast. But if any of these Montana people are listening, they can call me a big fat pussy for saying that it's cold.
Yeah, but it's different. I mean, like you get used to the temperature that you're at.
Right?
So
I
whatever it
acclimated
is cold.
instantly. It's so nice to be warm. It's easy to be warm. Turn on it, but there's air conditioning.
I'm
now.
reading
To
a
burp every
fascinating
time.
article.
And I'm like, I
Oh,
gotta
you
get
could
away
be
from
like
the mic.
Tara and just get closer. It's like, hey, I know that I'm in each one of your ears, but blah. I'm like, oh, well. It's great. What do you have anything that's coming up that you're excited about? Do you like going to the previews of shows that are going to be released and get excited about new up and comings?
I've never been to a show preview, but that would be so fucking cool.
There's
Did
gotta
you
be.
see that?
There's a lot of stuff.
A very Murray Christmas is coming out on Netflix. It's
No.
Bill Murray's Christmas special.
No.
I
Oh yeah,
hate-
I heard about that.
I hate Christmas.
Oh shit.
I'm the biggest fucking Grinch you'll ever meet.
Oh, I love
And I saw that
Christmas.
that was coming out, and I was like, I could enjoy Christmas this year.
That sounds
Like,
a
I
great
might
way.
really enjoy Christmas
I'm
this
thinking
year.
about
It's gonna
putting-
be awesome.
Thinking about putting up a tree right now.
Oh, I love him. I fucking hate Christmas.
Did you go all through Grey's Anatomy?
Yeah,
I
till
fell out
of
the
season
most
7.
current
I
season.
never saw it.
Season
Dude,
7, I
Grey's
said,
Anatomy
"Fuck
in the
off."
first few seasons is so good.
It's pretty good.
It's like so enjoyable, and Izzy and like whatever the kid is, the gay kid, I forget his name.
George?
George, oh
George
my
was
god!
amazing.
And then when George dies, sorry, spoiler alert.
If you haven't,
Sorry, guys.
If you're 20 years back in Grey's Anatomy, George dies.
When he dies,
Do we
it's
really
the
care
most.
about those people?
I do.
Dude.
I actually got a little teared up when George
Yeah,
died.
but they like basically
saw it.
they had this patient that was like face mangled and nobody knew
He was
who
a
it
John
was.
Doe.
It was a John Doe.
Got hit by a
Rossi.
bus.
And
Being
then-
a hero, mind you, saving somebody from the street,
Yeah.
and he gets hit by a bus. They bring in one of their own resident doctors that has been an amazing, lovable character, but his face is all swollen up like he got stung by a million bees.
And wait, how does he tell her? It's like something on his hand.
Yeah, there
It
was-
was like a nickname he had for her.
I can't
Or, like
remember.
3
something.
times. I don't fucking remember. Anyway, it was really great.
Some sort of shit where you see him do it and you're like, oh, they know, feelings. I was pretty sad about it.
But then it got really bad. And then Sandra Oh left, and
Who's Torres? Oh, Torres. I love Torres.
I liked her girlfriend too,
Who's there? Oh, the redheaded girl?
with the 1 foot. Yeah.
She has 1 foot.
Oh my god, that plane crash! Did you see the plane crash? They
Oh
killed
no, I was
McSteamy.
out before the
Dude,
plane crash. Yeah.
McSteamy and Lexi both died, and it was the saddest thing
Oh.
ever. In one episode, McSteamy dies, Lexi dies, then that lady like loses a leg, and everybody's just crazy PTSD for the next season. It's really bad. But yeah, it gets a little intense because it's like every episode is McDreamy being like, this person has an inoperable brain tumor. I'm gonna fix it. And that's all he does every single episode.
Ugh. Yeah. Okay. Well,
Anyway.
I don't think I'm gonna go back to Grey's Anatomy. To be honest.
Nah, I don't want to at all.
I think it's done. Speaking of plane crashes, though, did you hear how I graced Tara with planes?
What?
Oh my
Okay,
God.
so Tara's getting ready to hop on a plane, and I throw her a couple of videos out, right when she's getting ready to hop on, of plane crashes from the inside. And hey, some of them live. Some of them live. There's this really sweet GoPro.
This is what happens when you live with boys.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm looking this up right now.
We played on an earlier one. Well, let's watch this. We'll do it again. We did it on the podcast before, but we're gonna do it on this podcast too. This plane crash is bananas. These people. This dude's got a GoPro on,
yeah, that.
and he.
Oh my God.
They have a plane crash, which happens way faster than I think it. Like you expect, like, oh man, the plane's going down. Hug my dear one next to me or something like this.
Give someone
No.
a phone call.
It
right?
was
Yeah.
like, merp, 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 and then 3 seconds and they were in the water.
Oh, that's
Like,
better, I
it
guess.
was- but yeah, it's better. You can't even pucker up your butthole. Oh my God. You're in the ocean, man. You were in the air, now you're in the ocean, and you're not in a boat.
Oh my god!
That's
and
the
they found, and the
situation.
GoPro was fine. That's really surprising.
Well, it's a GoPro. Everybody survived too, and I got to watch the
Oh.
boat sink to the bottom of the ocean as they bobbed around.
Everybody survived.
Yep.
Did you see that REI is closing on Black Friday for the first push of hashtag opt outside, encouraging their employees and family members and stuff to go outside on Black Friday instead of shopping?
Oh,
Oh.
that's pretty cool.
That's cool. Hey, are we still
Yeah.
screen sharing?
Now to that ABC
Yeah.
News.
All right.
Yeah.
Bam. Here it is. And for the listeners before,
And that
sorry.
extraordinary
Started out
footage
sorry doing this
inside
3
the
minutes
plane
again.
Crash. This we want to show you is the kind of camera it was shot on. It's called a GoPro camera, and
called
it
a
is
GoPro.
remarkable video. Take a look. Those passengers don't know it yet, but they are seconds away from experiencing the worst fear of every air traveler. Suddenly,
Nope.
the alarm sounds. The plane is going down.
That alarm wasn't on
spiraling
for
into
10
the ocean.
seconds. And you're in the water.
This is a really shitty feed I've got going over here.
Yeah, you know, screen sharing doesn't help the whole world.
He's
But
looking for his bag.
he
Right?
gets a high five for going straight for the flotation device. And in this case, your seat is not the flotation device. There's a separate one in front of you. You need to pay attention to the options. Because this happens, apparently.
A mad scramble as water fills the inside of the plane.
So I'm upset, get my shoes wet.
Survivors
Oh
going for
no.
the exits.
192
I
chucks.
can't
don't
believe they
like it.
survived.
Dude survived and had it on like a relatively good. Like you get to see everything. You see everything on this GoPro footage.
Dude, I gotta pee.
Clinging to anything they can get their hands on.
Goodbye.
It's a really small plane, though, right?
It still had like 10 people or so on
Dude,
it.
this Sonic, the very first Sonic opened in Rhode Island in Smithfield, and it's like causing 44 to like back up.
We had
We had never had a Sonic.
we had a
People are, like, freaking
Sonic.
the fuck
We
out.
had 10th Avenue South was our main street. We had like I think we have like 50,000, not including the surrounding areas in Great Falls, Montana. We opened up a Sonic on our main road, and it shut our main road down, and they were diverting traffic into a different parking lot, and like as like a holding pattern. So you go there, check in, and then they call your number. Then you drive to the block that has the Sonic on it, and they had half the road all blocked off and shit. Cut to last year, looking at pictures on my friends back home. KFC opens again, reopens. We had one, it closed. Reopens,
God.
shut the club down again.
Oh my god. You guys need to get shit in check.
We gotta stop caring about that kind of fast food shit.
That's very true.
We can have amazing steaks and stuff vegetarians don't like. These Montana deliciousness. Nope. KFC.
Oh boy.
Crispy fried, whatever the hell. I haven't been to KFC in a while.
Neither have
Which
I.
is not good for a black dude to say. Not holding it up. Holding it down for the underground.
Oh my
The last time I was at KFC, I saw a drug deal. Did I tell you this? This
No,
shit was crazy.
I believe it.
So,
right now.
yeah, we're in the... I'm going through the east side, and we're in this a little bit more of a gangster KFC. And I'm sitting in line, and there's only like 4 people in line, and it's taking forever to go. And this car in front of me is second from the top, and this guy comes by and pulls his car next to us, blaring music, opens the door, gets in the dude's car in front of me in the drive-thru for like 30 seconds tops. Gets out, he's got this big bag of white stuff in his hand, gets back in the car and drives off. And I'm just like, no discretion, nothing. You just went for it.
Zero.
The radio was fully cranked. Opens the door, leaves it open while he gets in the other dude's car to buy what I'm assuming is cocaine. What else is bright white and in a bag like that? And I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm going to keep sitting in line and get my chicken. Not think about this for a while. People are going to come back and stay. I don't know.
And
what's
what
gonna
restaurant
happen.
was that at?
KFC on the east side. Off of 183. Just
On
think
the east
twice.
side.
For the record, the chicken was delicious. I liked it. I enjoyed it. Have an interesting story about lovely KFC. How's that makeshift mic stand working out?
It's doing pretty good.
It's hanging
I'm
in
into
there.
it.
We borrowed a mic stand from a buddy. Thank you, B. Ryan. And
yeah, thanks.
yeah, but it's not an adjustable to the
B-Ryan.
side one, and we're sitting it. You know, it worked out. Who cares? We like it. We like it a lot. I gotta get back on this list. You got a lot of ones that I want to start watching again on this
Oh,
list.
dude. Have you seen iZombie? It's so fucking good.
Is it new?
What is that?
Yes, it's new. It's like
I
a year
haven't.
old.
Oh.
Oh my god, no, wait. Have you seen Sense8?
Uh-uh.
It's spelled
What's
like
it about?
sense and then the number 8.
Ooh.
Dude, I can't even explain
Hashtag
it. Oh my
cool
god, it's about these
spelling.
people who are like telepathically connected to each other. Sounds really weird, but there's like 8 different people, each of them in like a different country or whatever, and they're
Oh, I have seen this.
oh my god, I loved that show so fucking much.
Wait,
And they
where
can communicate?
Where they,
Explain
they
this to me a little
see-
more.
They see each other.
Yeah.
Right through like some kind of weird. Okay, yes, I've totally seen
Yes.
this. I saw the first episode.
Dude, it gets
It's
so
good.
much better.
Does it really?
Yeah, it gets so good.
Yeah. I
Do they
did see
meet each
that.
other
I
at
saw
some
that
point in
too.
time?
They do.
No, I'm
But not
assuming.
all of them. Like they're it's really weird. I don't want to go too in depth with it because it's a very weird concept, but it's like sci-fi-ish and it's action and it's so fucking good. They have this woman on it who is transgender in the show, and she's actually transgender in real life too, so that's pretty cool.
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
think that's-
it's great.
yeah.
It is. It's good. It's weird. Really weird fucking
kinda
show.
weird. I
but
like
it's-
weird
but it's
shows like
cool.
that.
Yeah.
And there's
It
only
fucks
one
with you
season
over.
too, so like if you want to just give it a shot, there's
One
only
and done?
12 episodes or something.
No more
yeah.
than that.
Yeah.
Did they conclude it at the end of the season? Or
No,
is
no, it just hasn't. Like
it
it's
just-
brand new.
Oh,
so.
that new. That kind
I'm
of
sorry.
new.
Can I just really?
Is it
quickly
about a
touch on
mirror?
something?
Yeah, get it.
It's about Ben Carson, who's running for the Republican race.
Okay.
I just have to throw this out there.
it.
All right.
He's the neurosurgeon.
Yep.
Ben Carson has answered critics who say he lacks energy for the Republican presidential fight, saying that in contrast to his softly spoken demeanor as an adult, he was very volatile as a teenager when he would go after people with rocks and bricks and baseball bats and hammers.
What? That's what he said
He's
about
running
himself?
for president.
He would go after people with hammers? That sounds horrifying.
No, apparently not. Apparently,
He
what
repeated the
is
ter-
that into the defense too? That,
That
him
was
being
in defense-
soft.
Yeah, basically.
They're
yeah,
like, "Hey, you're
yeah.
soft," and he's like, "Man, I used to whoop the shit out of motherfuckers with hammers and bats. You didn't cross Ben Carson. Ben Carson. Is
It's just
that his name? Ben Carson. Am I saying that wrong?
He goes, I am soft spoken. I do have a tendency to be relaxed. I wasn't always like that. There was a time when I was, very volatile, but, I changed. As a teenager, I would go after people with rocks and bricks and baseball bats and hammers. And, of course, many people know the story when I was 14 and I tried to stab someone. And,
What?
fortunately, my life has been changed. I'm a very different person now.
Oh, he's probably just afraid of getting found out by somebody else and like used against him.
That's better to come right out with that right away. Like, by the way,
Sound
Sure.
like yeah, but
Instead
it's
of
really
digging this
creepy to sound like you're proud
it's
of it.
super
like,
creepy. It's a little weird for me that he's got,
He's justifying the way that
Yeah.
he is now on...
yeah.
It's just the way that they say it. Like, it's just
It
the
could
way
be a
that
lot
it
of weird
comes
media
out.
stuff. I don't
Yeah.
know. He's got a few red flags. His
Yeah.
disbelief in
Few.
evolution is kind of odd.
What about the whole? Oh, I don't. How he said, if you're in a gunman situation like that, you rush the gunman. How are you going to organize that in a state of fear when everyone's thinking the complete fucking opposite? You are so in control that you're going to organize everyone in the room
I
to
don't know
rush the
about
gunman.
you, but every time somebody busts out a gun when I'm around, I'm like, I want to get there first. I want to be the first one there, and we're gonna apprehend this man. No, somebody brings out a gun, and 90% of these people
Everyone
who have
hides
never
or
been,
runs.
who've
Of
never
course you
even
do.
been
That's
in
like
like a
an
high threat
instinct, right?
situation are like, oh my god, and people scream and run away.
Fight or flight, man. And in that, you are most certainly going to look at that situation and say, if I run away, I have much higher of a chance of surviving
Then
would-
if you run towards
than
the
if
gun,
I run
yeah.
towards this
I would
idiot.
like to hope that I would be the guy to run towards him, but I haven't had a crazy person come into a shopping mall that I'm attending.
Dude, did you see
Pull
that?
out a,
Wait,
uh,
hold on. Do you see this beach mat that charges your phone and chills your beverage?
you.
Whoa, that's next level all the way.
Solar powered beach mat charges your phone.
And
shows
it's
your
got a
beverages.
pillow too, dude.
They should make it cool somehow so you don't get sweaty on one side, and that'll be the absolute. You won't need to go further in evolution.
Well, I wonder
than
if it
that.
cools it down.
And then put water too, so it can be like your own little pool.
What? Make it fly like Aladdin's carpet?
Yeah.
The
It's
everything beach
amazing.
mat.
Bam. It 10 fun facts.
We're all
You
reading
can
it.
wash your eyes with soap. You can't count your hair. Okay, why do people post this? Don't unfriend this person. Why are we even talking about this? I'm gonna go
trying
back.
to-
I'm gonna go back to what this podcast was originally supposed to be back out.
Oh,
My
about-
500
about-
shows.
Yeah, shows.
500 shows is amazing. I hate to admit this. I watched all of Gossip Girl.
So fucking good. Sorry, I was drinking there. That was that
No,
noise. Isn't it good?
Yeah,
I
listen.
didn't think that it would be, and like I just got hooked.
It was when I was doing these bodybuilding competitions, and I had a lot of time just to sit and like
You were really emotional.
not
Have you
go
seen
out with
his
my
bodybuilding
friends.
Pictures?
No,
Yep.
send it to me.
There was a past Skylar that liked to lift a ton of weights or
That's
something.
happening.
Watched his diet like a vulture, like a hawk. And when I was watching, he was waiting for my next meal. I would just watch episode after episode.
Were you like a Blair and Chuck fan like me?
Miss Waldorf?
Oh my gosh, right? And her little headbands, I'm out all about
I
it.
kind of liked her a little bit, but out of the two, Serena, I just had the biggest crush on.
Fuck Serena,
Listen,
dude.
Miss Vanderwood is hot.
Did you watch when it finally got boring with Serena? And
I didn't finish the last 3 episodes, to be honest.
Do you want to know who Gossip Girl is?
I found out it was
Is this-
Dan.
oh, yeah,
Spoiler
yeah.
alert, Dan, right? Yeah, spoiler alert. You were full of spoiler
No,
alerts.
that's not
You
you.
better not be.
That is not you.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Yeah, what's up?
Oh my god, that's insane.
Isn't
Yeah.
that crazy?
Your head is so tiny.
I don't even know how to...
That's
First
a great
off-
response.
First off, take those photos down.
That's awesome.
Please put that everywhere.
100%.
Oh my god, there's so many.
There's a whole ton. I did that for a long time. Also,
How did your skin go back to like not
Crazy?
being crazy stretched out like that?
Like, look at this is him just being a normal person with those arms.
I got a couple stretch
Jesus
marks in my life.
Christ.
I was like 40 pounds heavier at the time. I feel a lot better on my day-to-day life
What did I
right
do
now.
here?
And I'm a lot more athletic than I was back
That's
then.
good.
But yeah, I would do my cardio. I'd do like 2 sessions of cardio a day for like an hour at a time sometimes, and I would just watch an episode of Gossip Girl or Greek. I didn't see Greek on your list, but I watched
Dude,
that.
I watched Greek too.
Yeah.
Yes, that
Ooh.
was such a good show.
That's what got me started on all of it. Greek got me. It was like, you might like Gossip Girl. And I'm like, well, I like the character development of Greek. Maybe I would like Gossip Girl.
These are like shitty teenager shows, but they were good. Gossip
Stupid.
Girl, I didn't think I would like it, but I really did get into it.
It's like 160 some odd episodes.
Yep.
And
All
I
of them
wa-
down.
I did it all. Every single one. Every single one. And I felt good at some of them and bad at the others. We did the roller coaster together.
Some episodes, yeah, you're just like, what am I doing watching this?
I never saw Gossip Girl.
What's Fresh Meat about?
Oh my god, Fresh Meat's about college students. It's a British show.
Oh!
So
Yeah.
fucking good. It's about these college students that move into this house. It's like 5
This
of them
house?
that live there. This house here.
This is exciting.
There's like 5 or 6 of them there. It's really funny. Good show. I'm not a
was
very
it?
good reviewer
Yeah,
of
you're like,
shows,
"Yeah,
but I'll tell
for
you
sure,
what's
for
good.
You've seen a million of them.
Yeah.
You've seen
That's
them.
just all the ones that
That's
I
pretty
could remember on that list.
cool. Off the top of your head in like 20
No.
minutes?
I was on I was on not Craigslist. I was on
Was that
Netflix. I was on Netflix, like going through it and being like, "What have I seen this?" Yeah.
There's one I just had in my mind that I was going to bring up. Oh, did you see Skins?
No,
You didn't see Skins?
didn't see Skins,
Okay.
but I've heard
I
good things.
really liked Skins. I haven't watched all of it. The European one or whatever, the UK one, awesome. A little bit of a different humor and all that, but I grew into that show so hard. So
I've heard such good
That's
things
when I was-
about it.
just walking on a treadmill trying to burn more time watching shows, just anything and everything. I
Exercising
could.
while watching TV is so good.
Yeah, but it's not the exercising you should be doing.
No, it's not, but it's still good. I mean, you're not
It's the
like
only-
thinking or
It's so,
being existential
Nope.
about life or anything, but
Just keeping my heart rate between 110 and 130.
That's right.
Walking an incline of 3 miles an hour. What's up? Low intensity, steady state cardio all day till we die.
what is happening? There should be video of like underneath the table.
Yeah, dude, we have such an array of dogs, and they do the most random
And
things.
they're
They
smelling
do.
each other's privates.
They well, they're dogs, so they do
Fun.
that professionally. They also do a great toe warming session. So Storm will lay lengthways, and she's like as long as the whole table, and you just plug your feet in.
That's basically how I am
Anywhere?
right now. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
You can share with like 12 to 14 people.
Ooh,
Ooh, dog died.
What just
that
happened?
didn't
Is that
sound
a
right.
head? That sounded like the head of
Yeah, it looked like Banyan's
a
head.
Banyan, get that wobble back.
Wobble, wobble.
Oh,
Shake it, shake it.
Did she just hit her head?
Drop it, drop it.
Maybe.
Take it, take it.
Maybe. Did I tell you we went and saw Elton John yesterday? I can't remember how many
He said-
people.
Oh
Yeah,
my
so Elton
god,
John.
no way.
Elton
Yeah.
John.
Did he play all the good songs?
We left before the end, and he played every single one of the good songs. Every single one, like his first 5. And he would get up, and he had this gigantic glittery, where it goes where a trench coat would go. It's basically a trench coat, but it's like bejeweled, all sparkly, and it was all purple. And it had a giant rocket ship, so the bottom was all fire.
Oh,
and on the
wow.
back, it had a rocket, and then it's like a name on the back that says Rocket Man.
Oh my god,
And
that's so awesome.
He'd play a song on the piano and get up, walk to one side of the stage, bow, walk to the other side of the stage, bow, go back to the piano and go right into another one. He was amazing. They
It's so
rocked
good.
so
I'm
hard.
glad that he just played all his hits because he knows like that's what everybody wants.
And he's got a million hits.
I know.
We
he
were
really
standing
does.
next to a high schooler. Me and Brian went in there. It was a pretty sketchy situation because some of the barriers like got knocked down. They wanted to keep people off the hills because of all the. So they put these big metal barriers up, and one person was like, "We went in," and he just like flew. Everybody flew straight down and like jumped over metal race barriers.
That's
and stuff.
fucking
It's kinda
awesome,
weird.
dude. That's really good.
But we're standing next to this high schooler kid cuddling his girlfriend, doing that like hold from behind thing, and he's
Prom
like,
picture.
Elton John's only got like 2 songs, and I just looked over at him and I was like,
Dude.
oh. Thank God Elton John got on that keyboard and just lit it on fire. He did this like 7-minute solo where everybody in the crowd couldn't even cheer. They were just staring at this guy's hands. I mean, I knew he was a performer. I didn't know he was that amazing.
Really?
Oh.
Oh my god, I'm so jealous I didn't go.
I was so excited to go, but I didn't know I was going to get that show.
event, dude. I could have got paid to be there while he was playing.
It was so good.
And probably done something
And
else.
the weather
but-
was like, you're sitting out at the track and usually you're just baking in the heat and all that. No.
No, it was bad, yeah.
Overcast and a little chilly.
Ooh, perfect.
Little chilly, and people are walking around like sheep. Everything's so spread out. We just walk in herds. It's like drones. It's kind of scary. Like, ooh. People, we could all be walking towards like lemmings to a cliff over there, and people are like, okay, we're walking this way now.
I've done that
Let's
so many
go.
times too, where you're just behind a large crowd and you're like, let's just see where they go.
Like, oh, we'll figure it
Waited
out.
in the wrong line for a bunch of shit.
Life will go. Have you seen any of the F1 cars in any of the races? It was my first time watching
No.
those races. Holy, they're faster than I thought they were in real life too. They're like, yeah, they look real fast on TV, and you see one up front, and you're like, I didn't even see that go by, and it's raining outside.
I did
don't
F1
care.
racing like in a little track. Like, I got a gift card to do it, and you do it.
Like go-kart style?
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
was like the slowest person they had ever had. It was so bad. I just went very, very carefully around all the turns.
If you're not racing, well, I was trying to do a Ricky Bobby quote, failed it. Oh, man, I've just caught up on my South Park, the seasons of South Park.
All right, listen, I'm not caught up on
What?
South Park.
Oh,
not caught up on
shit.
it, but I've been watching it all summer. Like, I
It's
started
funny.
at like a Towley episode just at random, and I've seen so much of it before I didn't even realize. But I'm at like season 12, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So
I highly encourage
what, South
the
Park?
rest of this. They're just
So good.
spot on with current events again, like usual. Just making
yeah.
hilarious stuff out of issues that we're taking extremely
It's
I
serious.
keep hearing about the most recent season from people. It's so funny.
That make me happy. Keep doing what you're doing, South Park. You make
I know.
I
bring in
wanna
a little
burn
bit of
candles
happiness
tonight.
on this. We're burning a candle
Let's
right
do it.
now.
I know, but I
Dang.
have a lot of candles in my bedroom. I'm gonna
Hey,
put
do you
candles
watch-
before I go to bed.
Do you watch The Daily Show?
Yeah.
What do you think of Trevor Noah?
I haven't seen the new ones.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
How is he?
He's filling a gap that I wish they should have just ended. The No More Daily Show. That Daily Show is not anymore. Trevor
I mean,
Noah.
they already had Jon
funny, but
Stewart
he's not gonna be-
and
nobody's
Stephen
gonna be him.
Colbert, like that were spin-offs of it.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know. I know like Jay Leno and everything. Like they evolved the show as they get.
but the
new
Daily
hosts,
Show
but
wasn't the same as like
I
late
felt
night.
the
or
same
whatever.
thing. I was
Yeah.
like,
It
ugh.
wasn't a talk show. I mean, I guess it was, but it wasn't. He didn't really have guests on that much, did he?
I don't know. I didn't watch it too much to be honest.
I only watched him
I've
talk
seen him a
about
few
current
times.
events.
I really liked the Daily Show. I watched it religiously when I was going through college when I was at college and all that. It was just always on, and me and my roommates really liked to watch it. And it was a big part of my life. It's not the best source of your news and entertainment and all that, but if you don't like to watch the news or at the time, I'm not spending all my time reading and following what's going on overseas. I'm trying to figure out how to pass my psychology class with my half-crazy teacher. It's kind of cool. 30 minutes you can spend at the end of the
Dude,
day.
I gotta say that I think John Oliver's like so fucking awesome though.
He's
oh my
great.
god, John Oliver's amazing. His show's great.
It so is, and everything he does is like so in depth. I fucking love it so much.
He's I thought it was on Hulu. I tried to find a show on Hulu the other day. It's not on Hulu.
No, it's on HBO.
HBO. Oh. I find it if it's not on the platform I think it is, I'm like, oh, well, it must be not on here at all, and I don't look on the other platforms. I need to utilize my resources.
There's too many.
I tried to find the Amy Schumer.
Oh, Hulu.
Yeah, and I didn't go to Hulu. I was on Netflix, and when it was on Netflix, I watched Girls Are Women Funny? Women Aren't Funny. Women Aren't Funny.
Women Aren't Funny.
Wait, who does that one?
You're gonna ask me, and I forgot. I had to look it up
Bonnie
last time.
McFarlane?
Yeah, Bonnie McFarlane. And it's pretty entertaining, to be honest. It's pretty entertaining. People live very vastly different lives, and when they make documentaries about it, you really get a better grasp on that.
Yeah.
Like her and her husband are both stand-up comedians, and they travel around with their kid, and like go to morning radio and all this, all the other events, try to pull it
Yeah.
together, and you see them just break down at some parts and have fun at other parts. I'm just getting up, sitting in traffic 5 days a week, loving life. Do you have? Oh, you haven't had to be part of the commutes yet.
No, I
Are you
really
excited?
haven't. Like,
You're very lucky.
the only commute I
Nice.
was part of, I had left my house at like 8 o'clock. No traffic whatsoever.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
rough
awesome.
you. You're having
Yeah.
a rough go.
What are you working Wednesday and Thursday? What are your hours?
Oh, I think they're like 4 or like 4 to midnight, 3 to 9:30, something like that.
All right. Just catering.
Yeah, buddy.
All right. Hey, here's the deal. We're at an hour here. Out of all these shows that you
Wow.
listed down, what's your favorite? What?
All right,
out of
hold on. I
everything?
wrote this shit
Yeah,
down, man,
start-
because like
take a look.
it's
Go
too
over
fucking
it.
hard.
Go over it.
There's like
In the meantime,
100 shows here. No, I got you.
LaurenEngley.com to look at her. I'm gonna post some of her pictures. An amazing photographer.
Yeah.
Amazing. It's got all of her contact
Seriously.
information.
Thank you,
If you're
guys.
curious, click on the link and get a hold of Lauren. And if you want great TV show advice, I'm gonna post
That's
a picture
right,
of this
buddy.
list too. It's a whole college rule notebook filled front almost and back.
Yeah, it's
full of
pretty long.
TV shows, and a lot of them like, oh, I forgot that's amazing. You got them all.
All right, so I've got like the 5 shows that I've watched between 3 and 5 times over and over again. Okay, so I've got Friends, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, 30 Rock, Parks and Rec, The Office, and It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Fucking awesome shows. If you're ever depressed, those are like the best shows to watch. Like, just
Yeah.
get into the
Cheerio.
I agree.
characters. Fucking hilarious. All right, best new shows that I've got. There are shows that are like they at least have like 1 season, maybe only 1.5 or something. Sense8, fucking awesome. iZombie, really cool. It's about this girl who gets bit by like I don't know, it's a weird zombie pill that happens because of like somebody mixes it with a drug. She ends up being a medical examiner and like solving crimes. It's fucking awesome. Very much like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, which is like the best show ever in existence. Commentary? No.
Cisco goes to Buffy Sundays.
I heard about that, dude.
Oh,
I
Buffy
want
brunch.
fucking in.
Yeah, we want to go to
Buffy brunch. Yeah, I haven't tried it yet, but one of these
You hear that,
Sundays I'm gonna
Nikki?
make it down there. It's
We're coming
big. It's
for you.
huge. Yeah, it keeps happening and people keep talking about it. So shit,
All
let's
right,
get
what
on
else?
board.
We got Broad City. Best thing
Hell
ever.
yeah.
Love that show.
Empire. Has anybody watched that?
I saw a couple previews. It looked
I haven't
cool.
seen it yet.
All right, it's awesome. You'll just be in love with like R&B and hip hop after you start watching it. It's so good. Fresh Meat, The Wrong Man's. I don't know if you remember seeing
I've never
the
even heard
commercials.
of that.
All right, there was a bunch of commercials for it on Hulu like 8 months ago, so I started watching it. And this guy accidentally gets roped up into this like crazy CIA investigation. It's a comedy. Not Craig Ferguson. The guy who took over for Craig Ferguson, whose name I can't remember, but he's like kind of a chubby blonde guy who's British.
Oh, maybe. I
Anyway,
don't even
he's
know.
in this show. It's
Okay.
fucking awesome. Togetherness, which is a new show on HBO. It's got one of the Duplass brothers, and then what else? Game of Thrones, obviously. Boom.
Duh.
Done.
I feel bad. Everybody thinks I'm crazy, but I got like 4 episodes into Game of Thrones, and I was just like, we'll see if I come back.
Dude,
Nah, you
I
gotta
get
keep-
it.
Just go. I
Or
get
maybe
it.
I'm
Just
almost
keep
a
going
season.
through.
I'm almost
Just
a
keep going
season.
through.
Just
Ah,
finish
but-
the
Truck it.
first
Truck it.
season, and
It's
that
worth it.
last episode, you'll just be like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna keep watching.
I kind of just want to laugh in most of mine though, not follow serious character development.
I feel you, because
well,
you know
that's
what?
fine.
As much as everybody watches that show about Breaking Bad, I just
Yeah.
won't watch it. I don't know why.
I never finished it. I got through like season
It's really
7.
fantastic.
It was
I hear
good.
that
I
it's
really
great.
liked
It's a
it.
good show, yeah.
It's just not happening.
But
for
I
me.
get it because there were times throughout certain seasons that I wanted to give up. I did. Like there were just certain episodes where I was like I don't even know why I'm in this.
Yeah, like,
but then
I
like
don't
I just
care
kept I just kept trucking through and like it was totally worth it by the end of it. The whole
Just think of
storyline.
how long you've been watching from the start to the finish, and in the 7th season, you're like, yeah, I don't know about this. Like, that's so
it only
much
took me
content they had to
months.
create, which was so much.
I think it only
Pretty
took
good.
like 2-3 months.
I caught up to like the 5th season in like a week and a half.
Oh, I only
It was
watched the first
disgusting.
episode of it.
You're like,
Oh, wow.
I barely
I gave
went
up
in.
real,
you
real
went
quick.
you went really quick through.
Yeah, it's we you don't want to go watch Breaking Bad just so you can know what everybody's talking about. People get
I'm real lazy, man.
They got ridiculous about it. That's
I
the only
haven't-
reason I know
haven't
what
seen
Twilight's
Star Wars,
like.
man.
You haven't seen Star Wars, and I don't understand. I can't.
That's
talk
crazy.
to you
That's
about
that's
that.
like years and years of not watching
know.
it.
Who I don't even want to be the one that
I
sits
just
you down and make
expected
you watch
someone
it.
to make me watch it by
Nope.
now. Hasn't
Nope.
happened.
Someday.
I did that with
We'll do
Twilight. We all sat down and watched it front to back, first, second, and third
Ugh.
shows.
There's 4 of them, dude.
Are they? Oh,
Yeah, they have like a baby
Oh,
and
it's
it's
part
like a
2.
CGI face. It's so fucking terrible.
I don't feel like I've watched that. Is that the one with the big battle at the end? That's where I
They're
stopped
all
watching.
with a big battle at the end. What are you talking about? That's like the point of the movie. I did
Oh.
read those books though. I have to confess.
Part is to be. Are they sparkly in the books?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, the books are pretty accurate, except
Glisten in
Bella.
the sunlight.
Read like terrible. And,
Weirdos.
I
So,
mean, way more interesting.
I read
in the book.
every single one of those books.
Dude, me too.
I did. I read
High
every
five.
single one. I got super, super into it.
Me too.
And then the first movie came out, and I was like,
Yeah.
and it got better.
Yeah.
It got the series got better, but the first movie I was just like, really? They had 0 budget. For
The
this?
last one I thought was okay.
Like, no one
she
gave
just
them
does her
any money.
stupid face through every single one. Just I don't know.
Yeah, it's just kind of awful.
This is a scene where I don't know what the scene is. She's in a different movie actually, but it's Kristen Stewart and she's just like staring at the camera and her face is like twitching the whole time. It's
wow.
so fucking
At least
bad.
it's moving.
Yeah, it's like
It's a
Seriously.
step up from most of her performances.
But yeah,
Poor
okay,
lady.
shows that I want to watch that I keep
She was
hearing
good in
about.
Adventureland.
She was good in Adventureland.
Go ahead.
Homeland and Orphan Black.
I've seen a couple of episodes of Orphan Black.
Is it good?
It's good. Yeah, I
the
haven't
girl
gotten
plays
into
like
it.
30 or some like crazy
Yeah.
amount of characters.
I haven't really gotten into it.
Me either.
but
I
it's
wanna
good.
watch
she's,
those.
She's a good actress.
And then
So,
Homeland is Claire
worth it.
Danes, so that's pretty cool.
Homeland. I
Yeah,
hear
I
a
think
lot
I've
of
seen
cool
one
things
of
about
that.
Homeland
One
too.
episode of that, yeah.
And
I hear she's great in it.
Obviously,
Yeah.
Narcos.
Dude, I
Narcos
haven't finished
is
Narcos
so
yet.
Me
Please
neither.
don't
Me
talk about
neither.
it.
The only reason
I'm like
I know-
halfway through.
I caught like five episodes deep thanks to Tara and Cisco. When
Oh
I
my
watched
god,
them.
so
So
good,
good.
right?
I find myself I'll like be bringing like a dish back down, and now I'm standing in the living room for like 45 minutes just staring at the TV. I'm like, oh yeah, I was doing stuff. Okay, back up. Just keep staring.
Nah, man,
So
just
good.
It's a
watch
great
it.
show.
I thought I'd be bothered by the subtitles, but like,
You get used to
No,
subtitles
no.
so
Oh, yeah,
fast.
it's so good.
I used to watch a lot of Korean shows.
I'm
Oh,
not reading this. You tell me. You tell me right now. I can hear it with my ears. Speaking in your
I didn't
language.
include any of my Korean shows that I watched. A lot of like
What Korean
soap
shows do
operas,
you like?
like City
Korean
Hunter.
soap operas?
There's a TV show called Revenge. It's about this girl who like goes after a bunch of people. But there was a Korean version of it. Essentially, the same thing. It's called City Hunter, and it's hilarious. And then there was a show called Boys Over Flowers. They have really weird translations, but they're pretty good.
Boys over flowers.
Yeah.
What's that supposed to translate to?
Like, pick boys over I don't fucking know, dude. It doesn't make any sense. But they eat so disgustingly on the show. All Korean shows, they just eat so terribly. It's like they're just shoveling it into their faces.
Just talk. All right. On Korean food show
Banya.
etiquette and banya. We're gonna wrap this up. Thanks for listening. Spell your website. So
Okay, so it's LAURENENGLEY.com.
let's make you a jingle.
What? I know, I should have a little song.
Put it on your website. It'll be cool. Hey guys, thanks for listening. We had fun like usual, and stay tuned for more. Woo!
Woo, thank you.
Oh, oh, oh.